Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some clouds around the area this morning and some chilly conditions with a slight breeze continuing this morning as well. Overall, I should see a fairly quiet weather day ahead, keeping clouds around the area throughout the day and some slightly breezy conditions, but not expecting any precipitation or lightning, and peak winds expected to stay below wind advisory criteria, at least the way things are looking at this time. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we're going to see high pressure centered to our north, still in control over the area. It's going to keep things fairly quiet, but we will see that area of low pressure, that coastal nor'easter, expected to develop off the southeast coast, come together as we move through the weekend, as models continue to agree that is the case, and they're going to bring some impactful weather as we move, particularly late Saturday and through the Sunday time frame, and then early next week. It looks like we could see some continued impacts depending on how the storm evolves. Still some disagreement with that, but the most impactful day with this system will be overnight Saturday and into the day on Sunday, as we'll take a look here in a moment. Current conditions this morning: broken deck at 4,700 feet, winds out of the east at 7 knots with some peak gusts up around 19 to 20 knots. Seeing temperature around 59 degrees, relative humidity is at 57%. Take a look at the current visible satellite. We can see this cloud deck that is slowly easing its way westward off the water with that onshore flow, and that will stick around through the next 24 hours, and we will see those cloud bases start to lower as we move overnight and into the early morning hours of tomorrow. We take a look at the GFS model here for what we can expect as we move through the next couple days through our weekend. As mentioned, we'll see quiet conditions as we move through the day today, just cloud cover sticking around the area. We'll continue with a slightly breezy onshore flow. As we move overnight and into the morning hours, we keep that slight breeze through the early morning hours. We'll briefly see some weakening in that before it starts to pick back up moving into the day on Saturday. As you can see here, GFS has some light precip trying to move into the area early morning hours of Saturday. And we'll pretty much see that continue as we move through much of the day Saturday, with some scattered, mainly light rain showers through much of the day on Saturday. So not expecting a washout or too messy of a day for Saturday. But we'll see the breeze start to slowly increase as we move through the day Saturday, with things mainly starting to deteriorate as we get late Saturday and into the overnight time frame. As you can see here, start to see that area of low pressure that has come together, lifting slowly northward. That brings more moderate rain showers into the area early Sunday. We continue to see those wind gusts, or those winds in general, just on the increase. And then we'll see the most impactful day starting on Sunday. As you can see, more of the precip in the area, and going to see some moderate to heavier precip with this. We're going to see persistent and strong onshore flow. It's going to bring the potential for some tidal flooding as well, and with that persistent heavier rain shower activity, you could see some pooling of water around the area. So looking to be quite a messy day as we move through the day on Sunday, and continuing into Sunday evening. Could see some gradual decrease in the winds Sunday evening, and maybe a decrease in some of the rain shower activity, but it's going to depend on how the system evolves as we move into the beginning of next week. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, looking at green conditions through our working hours and much of the next 24 hours, seeing our high temperature peak around 66 degrees. We'll see winds out of the east staying around 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 21 knots as we move into the overnight and early morning hours. We'll continue to see a ceiling around 5,000 feet, with that ceiling slowly lowering to around 3,000 feet for much of that time frame. Winds weaken a bit to around 5 to 10 knots, and then start to pick back up as we get into the start of the day on Sunday, low around 60 degrees. Pick up that yellow risk for a slight chance for some light rain around the area to start the day on Saturday. And overall, seeing tides about a half a foot to a foot above normal as we continue to see some onshore flow. Saturday, we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions. As mentioned, scattered light rain showers around the area, with rain chances increasing late. We look at an orange risk for that rain potential there, and Orange for our wind advisory criteria is we do expect slightly breezy conditions, becoming breezy as we move later in the day, gradual increase in the winds as that area of low pressure comes together, high around 72 degrees. We increase those risks to red as we go through the overnight, Saturday night, and the Sunday morning time frame for both precip and that wind as those rain chances become likely and more widespread, and those winds continue to increase, becoming windy, and do have a yellow risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities with that increased and more moderate rain activity moving in, and we'll see our low around 63 degrees. And then, as mentioned, Sunday looks to be the worst day of the weekend, with red conditions continuing for precip and winds. And this one we'll see our strongest winds with those peak winds of peak wind gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour at times through the day, and seeing rain showers widespread and continuing through much of the day. And as mentioned, could see some heavier rain showers at times and a slight chance of a thunderstorm, so a yellow risk for that lightning possibility there, and some tidal flooding expected as well. High around 69 degrees, also introducing that orange risk for reduced ceilings visibility with that messier activity moving into the area. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.